Hey guys, and welcome back to the Croft Corner. It is week 2 of our pantry challenge, and we are checking out all of our meals this week. Yesterday, we started off with some more instant coffee and my protein shake. That has just been really hitting the spot, and so far, I've not strayed away from that breakfast. It has been good. It's real easy to do in the mornings as I'm pumping, and then getting him fed and changed, and doing just my morning routine. So I have stuck with that. And then yesterday we made some tuna salad. So we got that made, and I'm probably about to have that for lunch again because it turned out really good. I decided to chop some pickles, banana peppers, and red onions up in it that I had pickled earlier in the year, and I still had some of those left, so I wanted to get those used up, and I forget how good they are until I get them out, and man, it was delicious. So we made that. I'm fixing to probably have that again for lunch. And Avery, she is getting rid of the spaghetti and meatballs that I had in the cabinet. So I don't always like to keep those, but I had got a few right before we had him just as convenience, which is not ideal, but you go through seasons. So she is having that for lunch, and I'm gonna have some leftovers, and then I want to take you guys along on our casserole. Not really casserole, it's like a lazy lasagna. It's super easy to throw together and pop in the oven, and we're gonna take you guys along on it for this evening. Oh, yesterday evening we did end up going back up to my mom's. It was Taco Tuesday, although we didn't have tacos, surprisingly. We had breakfast for dinner, which was still perfect. Anything she makes is good, so we're not complaining. So we had that for dinner yesterday, and then you guys can come along and check out this lasagna for supper tonight. Right, so we got started on this lasagna with just our hamburger meat, our pizza sauce, and our seasonings we put in there, and then you layer it in your casserole dish, and then for the cheese sauce, it's cream cheese, cottage cheese, and 2 eggs, and you blend that up, and then you layer it in there. Now, this is a healthier lasagna, so instead of using noodles, it layers in spinach to get some veggies in. My husband does not like anything green, but will actually eat this this lasagna and request it. And so this was by his request that I made it this evening, and it always turns out good, and he eats it all, so I can't complain. Then we did another layer of the same thing, the meat, the cheese sauce, and then the spinach, and then we topped it with some mozzarella cheese there. I preheated my oven to 350, and then we baked it for about 40 minutes until the top gets really like good and bubbly. We've got one more recipe we are going to share with you tonight's dinner, and I'm excited about it, and I hope Blake enjoys it as much as I did when I watched the reel or TikTok about it. It looked good, so we're going to make it tonight and kind of use what we have and make it very similar to what I see on there, because it was very cheesy and yummy, and I'm excited about it. So let's get to cooking this meal, and then we will recap how our week has went. So all I did for this one was just dice up 1 onion. I had 2 out there, but Blake and Avery do not eat a lot of onions. I would just literally eat an onion, but since they don't, I just did 1. And then after we cut up our onion, we cut up our sausages that we had. I get these at Costco, and they're chicken sausages, and they have different flavors, and they are so good. They're one of my favorite things to even fry up in the mornings with eggs and onion and those sausages. Very good. So you just leave those in the skillet with some minced garlic and let them get some color on them. And then once they are where you want them, I throw them in a pot with some chicken broth, a can of petite diced tomatoes and then our noodles. I ended up using 2 cans of the broth and then about a cup and a half of milk, probably about 12 to 16 ounces. We didn't measure really anything for this recipe. We just kind of went as we made it. Played it by ear, I guess. And so I put the sausages in there with the noodles and the broth and everything, and I let that boil, come up to a boil, and then simmer for probably around 20 minutes. I stirred it about every 5. And once those noodles were cooked how we wanted them, I added in a block of cream cheese and then some sharp cheddar cheese because that's what I had left in the fridge. I wanted to finish using that bag, and then some more Colby Jack. We really like that flavor. We use it a lot. And then we mixed it together, and it was really good, really cheesy. Next time I will definitely add another pack of sausages just to make it go further and have more meat to it. It was still really good, though. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, guys, it's time for the weekly review. We want to kind of recap our week, and let's just say I think it was a whole lot better.
I feel much better.
Like a lot better. Yeah. We were a lot a bit more disciplined.
Yes.
And we planned better. Yeah.
I pulled things that needed to be pulled, like out of the freezer and stuff, much better this week. So that way, we had to cook because I didn't want to waste anything.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about first what went well. And I would say that we actually ate out at home a whole lot more this week. That was the main thing. You know, last week we struggled a little bit. I think twice in the week we struggled.
Yeah.
This week we ate at home. We only had 2-ish. I say 2-ish. It was kind of 2 to 3 instances where we didn't eat at home. And so we're going to walk you through those to kind of explain them because we like honesty and transparency here on the channel. So go ahead and talk about those.
Well, we started off the week. We had breakfast at my mom's that night. So we didn't spend anything. It's like a pantry / no spend challenge over here.
Right.
So we still ate with family and ate a home cooked meal. I did make some tuna salad that day for lunch, which is in there, which turned out really good.
It was good. She used her homemade pickles and banana peppers too.
Banana peppers and red onions
it was
that
good.
I had pickled, and I forget how good they are.
Yeah.
All week long, I still stuck with my protein shake and the peanut butter powder because I've been drinking that in the morning when I get up to feed Lincoln. And that was one thing we did go to the store. I had you just run by and grab some more that will last us for the rest of the pantry challenge because I did make the executive decision that I wanted to keep drinking that because it's more of like a superfoods. It's got fiber and all of the good stuff in it that my body really needs right now while I'm feeding him. So I do want to keep that up for in the mornings.
Right. So one place we did eat out with your Nana, right?
Yeah.
One day.
Let's see. Breakfast was Tuesday night. I made a lasagna on Wednesday night. Meatballs and rice. Logan came over and ate with us, one of our friends. And then Friday we had a doctor's appointment, and we weren't really at home all.
We weren't at home any on Friday.
Nope. So after the doctor's appointment, we did, my grandma was also in town, so we ended up having lunch with her.
And it was good.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, we never want to, in any of this, sacrifice time that we could spend with family.
Yeah, so, especially after just having a newborn, getting...
She likes to spend time with him.
So we enjoyed that quality time, so we did. We were both right there at the same place, so we had lunch together. And then you went about that evening? Yeah,
so that evening we had a family game night at the church, and so we were responsible. We just brought 2 pizzas, so that's like, I think it was like
they were
way too much.
Well,
Little Caesars isn't cheap anymore, y'all.
Yeah,
and so
they're not $5 no more.
So I think it was like 17 something.
We got 2 pizzas and a 2-liter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
I was like,
It was not okay. So
I'm not here for this.
We did spend a little bit on Friday night.
Yeah, but each family was responsible to bring something, which is
right.
That's just reasonable and fair. So that's what we did. Which we had it hadn't been that long since we had lunch, so I wasn't that hungry going over there, but so we grabbed those just for everybody to be snacking on. Right. And then Saturday was a very productive day, not just in the kitchen, but we got a lot of stuff cleaned up too.
We did.
I'm very proud about that.
Yeah, house looks a whole lot better.
Yeah. So our lunches, let's talk about our lunches a lot, because I don't always record those every day.
Because we don't always fix something new is the thing.
We eat a lot of leftovers.
And that's one
leftovers
thing,
don't bother us.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to point out is some of our wins, and maybe one of my takeaways would be, or for this week, is we make a little bit of extra, but then those get ate, and so it just saves time. Yeah. You can just go get something out of the fridge. It's leftovers. That's what you do with leftovers. Yeah. And so, we have...
If you don't eat your leftovers, you're...
You're wasting!
Yeah. You're wasting a lot. Yeah. Eat your leftovers, Some things are better the second time.
Yes, they get all the flavors mixed into the food. It's really good.
They meld together. Yeah. They have time to soak in.
Right.
But yeah, so a lot of... And that's still another win from last week and into this week. Mm-hmm. You have leftovers, so you're packing your lunch. You're not spending money eating out. Yeah. So that's still a good win. That evening we'd have a birthday party, but it was at a friend's house. So
we had food there.
Yeah, we ate there. And then Sunday. Let's talk about Sunday.
Okay, so this is what we would classify as the what went bad, although it's really not that bad.
I have an idea that I'm going to share about how I can move forward.
It's something that we learned this week that is going to help us improve as we keep going.
Yeah. So, you want to talk about it?
Sure.
Because, it was all you, man. I was just waiting on you. I had to wait on you.
Okay, so sometimes after the service, we have leadership team meetings, and they kind of run a little long sometimes.
Sometimes.
And
I'm just giving you a hard time.
On Sundays, we're pretty much hungry, and there's two things that we can do to fix this. One is eat a better breakfast. Yeah. Sometimes we don't eat breakfast on Sunday because we're rush, trying to get out of the house. Second thing is, and this is what Harley wanted to talk about, is, we're hungry, we're ready right after church to eat, so have something in the crock pot ready, if you're at the house. So. Yeah,
so we are, when we get out of church, we're hungry. I think I want to back up though, because we're recording this, it's January. We had Lincoln in December, but before we had him, my whole, I would say, second trimester, that summer, all the way up to December, every morning on our way to church, we were stopping by the gas station and getting sausage biscuits and something to drink every morning. Mm-hmm. That was $10 to $15. Now, granted, we've not done that because we've been trying to rush out the door. We don't have time right now.
All the time.
Yeah. Since we've added another family member. Yeah. But we have saved because we're not going by the gas station every Sunday. Right. But then because we're not going by the gas station and getting breakfast every morning, we're hungry. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I'm thinking crock pot meals.
Something easy.
Yeah.
That you can throw in, let it cook while you're at church.
If you have good crock pot meals, make sure you put them in the comments because I'm going to need them. Yeah. Because I'm going to need one every Sunday. Yeah. But something that as soon as we get out of church, we say, let's go home because it's going to be ready and it's going to be good and we're ready to eat.
It gives us a reason to go home because it's very easy at times on a Sunday when you're starving to be okay, let's just go out and eat. Yeah. And
I'm hungry right now. Let's just go grab something.
But if you have something already in the crock pot ready to go, then you have to come home. Yeah.
Can you can you go to search?
So yeah, that helps us come straight home, knowing that something is already ready and we don't want to burn the house down. Right. So, and then that night we went to your mom's for dinner. Everybody's wanting to like do dinner and like
See the baby.
see the baby. So
It ain't for us. No, I'm
no,
just kidding. I'm kidding.
no, it's all about Mr. Lincoln. So we had dinner at your mom's Sunday night, and then tonight's dinner I think turned out a lot better than what you thought. So what do you think?
It's horrible.
You're very rude.
I'm not a fan. It's so gross. Yes, it was really good. I was
Hesitant.
only because I'm not a big Italian-y type fan, and I heard the pasta and
And it
like
wasn't-
tomato, but it wasn't Italian like red sausage at all. It
No,
was
it was like a
cheesy
It
goodness.
was really good.
It was good. Yeah.
Next time I will add another pack of sausage to make it more like
Yeah,
have
meaty.
more meat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was basically like a glorified
Mac and cheese.
mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But the cream cheese, it was not in the original recipe, and it made it really good.
It was good.
So if you like dairy, then that's a good one for you.
Yeah.
And so that was our week.
Yep. That was our week. That was our recap.
Yeah.
We're enjoying this. We're kind of, just
I'm really glad that the only thing I had to get was that protein powder, because that means I cooked everything else with what I had, which is the whole goal anyways.
And the cool thing is that we still have a lot more in the freezer that we can get out. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna, I think, besides maybe like some little things, I think we're gonna be good throughout the challenge.
Yeah.
Because there's so much in that freezer.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys just seen our freezer, like, we are gonna clean that thing out.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be nothing left in that thing.
Yeah, I pulled that
So.
bag of blueberries out, and I've got some more fruit in there, and
Using that for smoothies
frozen
and stuff.
vegetables.
Oh, you did that. You did something with yogurt too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I had some Greek yogurt in the fridge, and I actually sweetened it with some raw honey that I had, and I was impressed.
Yeah, but
and
you put blueberries
and
in it too,
and then
right?
I threw some
Yeah.
blueberries in it, but I had never sweetened Greek yogurt like that, and
I tried it.
yeah,
It was good. Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you
So-
guys for watching this video. Hope that you're enjoying this journey along with us with this pantry challenge. Do make sure to check out the hashtag. We're not the only ones doing this challenge.
Yes.
So 3 Rivers Challenge, right?
Yes, hashtag 3 Rivers Challenge. Check it out. That way you can get all kinds of cool ideas and follow along with all of us.
Yeah. So
So-
make sure to subscribe and see the next video.
Yes.
We will see you soon.
See you guys.